Make sure you follow that one, Blue Scooty 1771. That is the correct Instagram to follow, not the one with the big X marked out. That's a fake account. Somebody had the gall to go and make a fake account of this young, bright, shining star and try to take the rub off. Give me a break. Pumpy, what kind of person does things like that, man? Come on now.
You asking me who kind of person does that? What kind of person goes and takes a 13-year-old and then marks and then just tries to take all the fame and glory away from this kid who's been waiting for one little moment to make his moment in the spotlight? I can't tell you how many people that I would be running through to get this person banned. What I'm telling you right now, if you're watching right now, go on, follow Blue Scooty 1771 and report Blue Scooty on Instagram. I'm telling you right now, that's what you can do. Go and report this faker, this absolute fraud who's trying to pretend to be Blue Scooty. Everybody want to be Blue Scooty. Guess what? You ain't. Fractal, you were too late. Andy, too late. Blue Scooty did it first. Getting the copycat, getting the fraudsters out there. Report fake Blue Scooty right now. No fake Blue Scooties.
Summer B saying good luck, have fun to both players. This exciting finale, we have a ready from both players. So let's get started with the final match of CTL Season 23. Who will take the championship in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. K9 with a 3-2-1 bit saying, good luck, have fun. What was the result for Andy versus Scooty? Andy won 3-1 against Blue Scooty. And so 30 Tetris for Myles, 47,000 points. Myles in a bit of a situation here, has to do some burning. Might set up a row 2 right well Tetris, and he does just that, banging down a Tetris, bringing this board down, transfers as well to the right side, and he will be safe and clean. Tetris players and situations. $88 people currently watching on YouTube. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're all doing great in this finale. For those of you just tuning in, this is a best of 5 match. So first player to win 3 games will be our new CTL champion. Will it be Myles securing his first CTL win, or will it be Andy securing his 3rd win for the first time since his last win back in 2021? Where do we bet on this? We have a predictions thing going on at the very top. It should be in the top of the chat if I didn't pin it. Myles with a nice spin. Andy with a Tetris, 285 at 62 lines. Oh, Myles, oh good lord. Set up for a Lombard dependency is Myles. Can't really afford to get trouted right now. Double! That's just gonna do it for Myles! The curse. This happened last season too. Scooty got an early top out. Ready from Andy. I guess let's get started with game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Sly Cooper the Thief, 69. Thank you for the follow. I'm having a number of people subbing in the YouTube channel, but the thing about YouTube is that it's so difficult to tell who subbed to you because like if you don't like make your account public, I guess, or like a actual channel, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't show who subscribed. Because they both have the same pieces. They should. I think I saw the same pieces. Lombard S. They're literally at the same pieces. Oh my god. Yeah, some people have anonymous on, yeah, if it's not public. Yeah. So, you know, if you have been subbing to the YouTube channel, thank you very much. I wish I could have a better way of knowing who subbed so I could thank you guys, but, you know. YouTube be YouTube. Guys, literally, I cannot even believe that having same piece sets gives you same pieces. That's just like... It's honestly what Classic Tetris is all about. Andy with a nice adjustment there. It's going to be Tetris ready. 142 versus Myles, 189. Barchild saying so many pieces of Tetris, pieces to piece together Tetrises. Wiser words have never been spoken. Reese's Pieces. Dude, I did love Foursquare. Like, unironically, that was such a good game. Zalo saying Myles at certain angles looks like Alexander the Great. Yeah, it was literally, yeah, like the rules were never consistent, and that's what I loved about it. Ramon saying, go Myles, go! Yeah, unfortunate early top out in game 1 for Myles, but he's doing better this time around. 449, 49,000 points in the lead versus Andy's 400,000. Don't jinx him, says Dragon. See, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about jinxing. I believe that the more you jinx, or the more you say stuff that would jinx something, the less power you give to it. So if I keep saying stuff like, yeah, Myles is going to win this game. He's going to win game 2 very easily. He's going to win. Like, dude, this is going to be so easy. He's going to win. If I do that enough, it's going to, like, loop around. It's going to, like, cancel each other out. And it's actually going to happen. Farshall saying, play perfectly and you win easy. Biased commentator. Listen, I don't care who wins. I just want a decider. A little misdrop there from Andy with the Z piece. Is anyone's game what? YouTube Dave, is anyone's game M? Oh, it's anyone's game. I can't read. Jesus Christ. Anyway, both players transition at 584, Andy at 560. Blinking on which game the current tune playing is. Professional. It's Danganronpa summary. Box 16, I think it's the name of the track. Myles with a bit of a situation. He has to deal with some burns here. Does take a nice split double. Still in the lead, but only by 4,000 points. So it is anybody's game, as YouTube Dave said. I knew it was one of those fancy newfangled so-called anime games. It's kind of embarrassing that it took me a second to get what you were saying. Like, anime? What does that mean? $774 for Myles, who's ahead in line. $788 for Andy. So Myles behind by a slim margin here, but this could play a factor later on. And Kason Gualas, thank you for the follow, and keep the Nor. Myles Lombard dependent in the center, now behind by 59,000 points and counting. And he couldn't utilize that Lombard for a Tetris. Hangs another Lombard on the left side, but does get banged down a Tetris regardless. 919 for Andy, 837 for Myles. Of course you don't know what it means. It's Japanese. Yeah, you're right. Myles gives some uncomfortable pieces right now, but it does open up his right well. Needs a Lombard, though. Solves a J dependency. Another J dependency solved there. Lombard gets the Lombard for a Tetris. 916 versus Andy's 1.03. So already with a max out at level 28 for Andy. Myles can set up one more Tetris before the 29 speeds. Andy already level 29 with a 1.07. So Andy with the advantage. Myles with a safety triple. Needs an L piece, hits the L piece, gets a Tetris with the max out 1.01. Andy at 1.08. So Myles trying to keep pace with Andy. Hope to overtake him in the 29 speeds. Is Tetris ready? Hangs on a Tetris for Myles, 1.05. Now behind by less than a Tetris. Andy yet to score a Tetris of his own in the 29 speeds. Myles once again, Tetris ready, is waiting for Lombard, gets to Lombard, and takes the lead with that Tetris 1.1 at level 32, but Andy takes the lead right back with a Tetris of his own. Myles is Tetris ready once again, hangs the square piece, but gets a Lombard for a Tetris 1.15, is still behind by 27,000 points, needs something to There's a J piece to the left side, hits the J piece to the left side. Now with safety triple here to try and bring the stack down and go for a right side Tetris. Myles goes for a safety triple once again. And he's still ahead by 10,000 points. Myles getting a bit inspired here, getting bursted with square piece, and that's gonna do for Andy. That's gonna do for Andy. So Myles, listen to me. You just need a 1.205. You need a few dozen more points. It's not over yet. Oh no! That's gonna do it for Myles. He had the tie. He had the game. He just needed 3,000 more points. But we do have a ready from Myles. And a ready from Andy, I guess. Let's get started with game number 3. Can Andy complete the sweep? Or will Myles survive game number 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris? Nice adjustment there for the delayed burn sequence for Myles. Andy one game away from winning his first CTL championship for the first time in 2.5 years. I believe his last time winning was in season 14. He made the finals last year, and I think was season 20, but lost to Alex T 3-1. Myles looking to stay alive this set and work his way towards his first CTL win. Andy with a bit of a spire, 209, in the lead by about 40,000 points. I take minus $200 in debt in my bank account. Both players experiencing the same drought here, 23 pieces and counting, but Andy gets a llama for Tetris. Fucking tear says retro cabeza. How long has CTL been around? It's been around since late 2019. It was founded by our late and great. He's not dead. He just stopped playing. Nudus. Founded in 1984. Yes, Mudus the goat. However, nowadays it is being run by Kingsman. The King is what we call him. Yeah, there you go. CTL saying CTL under Moodus ran from late 2019, April 2022, and then it was then revived by Kingsman in October 2022. As Andy's in a bit of trouble here, but can dig this down. Doesn't go for the double. Myles does have the lead now by about a Tetris and a half. And he will take a Tetris, but still has to do some more burns afterwards. Nice little double there. Just a single will open up the right one. He takes that single and we'll be okay. Does CTL happen every month? Depends. Like 6 to 8 weeks. It's not like a monthly tournament. It's like a... I wouldn't even call it a seasonal tournament. It's like... It's like a range of time that it takes to complete a CTL season. Usually between 6 to 8 weeks, and then an extra 2 weeks for the playoffs. You know what I mean, Summer? I mean, like, you know. Yeah, CTL, it happens. That's exactly right. Both players have transitioned. 588 for Myles, 530 for Andy. Honestly, that's the best we can hope for it to happen after that, like, 6 to 7 month hiatus. I think with the drought bangs out of Tetris. I need to stop yawning. It's like making me miss every single play that these two are doing. Myles trying to keep his stack even. He's Tetris ready, but J dependent as well. So he solved the J dependency, but he's no longer Tetris ready. But he is building up this board now, looking for a long bar for the Tetris. Myles is a great player, says Grandmaster Rubero, but sadly never seems to win CTL or GTM despite years of playing. I wonder if the longer you go, the winless, the harder it gets. I'm sure it can be mentally taxing, but like, I guess it depends. Honestly, if I ever reached a point where I just like never win, but I always reach like a prize pool, so like I win money, I probably wouldn't care. But honestly, that's just me. That's why I'm not a top player, because I don't have that winner mentality. Anyway, Andy now in the lead, 928, but has a bit of a messy stack. Myles with a dirty level Tetris. Oh my god, almost hung that long bar on the left side if you saw that. $969 now for Myles, taking the lead right back as Andy's digging into 27. So this is exactly what Myles needs to potentially work his way towards avoiding the sweep. But a nice dirty Tetris for Andy, 974. Yeah, that's true. I did start relatively young. I started playing when I was 18, but that's still, I mean, that's still older than 15. But Andy does transition with a 995, yet to max out. Myles can set up 2 more Tetrises before the 29 speeds. Doesn't go for the triple. He's trying to go aggressive, but forces some burns, getting droughted, but does get the long for a Tetris. 1.1 for Myles, 1.01 for Andy. So this could be it. This could be the final game. Myles bangs on a Tetris, hangs a long bar. Oh no. No, that's going to do it for Myles. Andy, this could do it. 1.16. This is score to beat. Oh my god. Some misdrops here. Needs a long mark to left side. Zips that JP's all the way to the left. Still needs about a Tetris and change. Nice little long mark there to the left side. Doesn't go for the Tetris, keeping it safe. Just needs 22,000 points. Just a few more burns should do it. It's a Gerudo Valley Sodium. $9,000 more points. And that's gonna do it! And with that, Andy has become your new CTL champion. The Arteaga brothers continue their dominance. Dog winning last season. Andy winning this season. The house must be rich from all that Tetris money now. Yeah. All right. Well, we typically have like an interview, but is Kingsman here? Oh, cool. So, Andy, if you want to do an interview, Kingsman, if you're here, we can set it up. Okay.
What's going on, Peek? What's going on? Our new winner, our 3-time champion. Congratulations, Andy, to you. Cheers. Yeah, of course. And Peek, you'll figure out the camera situation. I'm sure you're a genius, so we'll give you some time to set that up. Andy, great job, man. Great job to get all the way to the final and take down Myles. No easy feat, of course. So how's it feel to be a 3-time CTL champion now? You join Dog and Richard and Nendu.
Wait, is 3-time the most?
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay. Wait, okay. I remember Peek saying, like, earlier this stream that my last win was, like, 2.5 years ago, right? Something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, you won season, I think it was 14 or 15. One of those early ones was the last one that you won when we were doing the super divisions with, like 12, 13 players in a division instead of splitting them up. So that was, I think, yeah, it was you and Fractal were the two that won the super divisions before we started going to and going to playoffs. So yeah, but this is number 3. You're now tied for the most overall. So a really great achievement, considering that people always talk about how CTL is a grind and it's demanding of your time as far as high-level matches being played on a weekly basis. So I asked Dog about this before last season when he won the championship. What is it about CTL that attracts you to keep coming back and playing more, even though people say it can be taxing on you physically and mentally sometimes?
Okay, yeah, I think CTL is actually probably like the best, like the best tournament to like actually play games and see like where you're at. Like it's good for like because you get to play so many people, and all of them are just different skill levels and like different play styles, like aggressive or conservative. So you can really like like size yourself up. Like you can see who you're good against and what you need to work on in CTL. It's like kind of fire.
And I know this season was an interesting one for you. You had a good one. Looking at the statistics overall, you finished with a 4-1 match record. You tied Myles in the division, but Myles had the better game difference and the points overall to take the division, so that's why he had the higher seeding over you for this one. But you had a pretty tough division when we look at it. You had to play Curie, who's a player that's on the rise, and I would expect to have a very good 2024.
Yeah, facts. Now Curie probably the best opponent in Div 1, not gonna lie.
There you go, of course. Yeah. Shout out to the Myles and Andy fan clubber. You've got Wallband. A lot of people know about Wallband. He's a pretty consistent and difficult player to play against. Toby's in there. And the one person you lost to, the Dangler, of course.
Ooh.
Maybe we can talk about that. I don't think you're really on your best games that day, but talk about Noah and how good he is.
Yeah, I mean, he did pretty good. I will admit I wasn't really that good at the time. Like I wasn't really like practicing like I am now. But Bro, you see Noah, he's like addicted to Tetris Fish, so I think that might have played a part. He got like 1.2 in the kill streak like twice. That's kind of crazy.
Now, is Tetris Fish or like the Stack Rabbit, are those like programs that you're starting to maybe take a look at too to enhance again? Because you did mention that, yeah, there was a certain time in the season that, you know, you weren't probably up to your best, and, you know, games were pretty tight, you know, again, considering that the list of names I gave you they're very good players, you know, there's nothing to scoff at. But have you added that maybe to your repertoire to look at that and study that a little bit, or it's just been that you've been getting back on the grind again?
I mean, I think the main thing is that I've been getting back on the grind again. But for Tetris Fish, like I know, like so you know Sodium Overdose, right? Like he's been using Tetris Fish, and he's also been getting really good paces like every single game, and so is Dangler. So I think Tetris Fish might be the meta.
It seems like that. A lot of people are very high on Tetris Fish, and I know Greg has started working on getting better integrations with that. So we'll see. There's a lot to offer in the future of classic Tetris as far as assistance needed and stack theory learning and all that stuff. So it's good to see. But again, you made a good point that you're really going back to the grind. It's kind of just using the old school rules of just getting in, just playing the game and practicing. Now, how often are you practicing? Is it just the times that we see you on stream when you're doing, you know, like a 2-3 hour stream that you know had this past semester going into to school, or do you do offline practicing?
Yeah, it's usually just whenever I stream, that's the only time I'm practicing. But maybe if it's like a huge tournament, then I might practice a little bit more. But I don't know. Mainly it's just whenever I stream. But also for streaming, like since I'm streaming like game crash attempts and stuff like that, and there's no line cap and I'm just lining out, it's actually kind of difficult to go back to 39 kill screen and like stacking for Tetrises. Like it's way easier to die.
Oh, definitely is. Yeah, it's a different game nowadays, right? It's a different game, and it's changed. And I mean, we've seen that, and obviously you've helped now change the game tremendously as being the third person to crash the game. I guess, you know, question is, were you inspired by what Scooty's achievement did to kind of move your hand a little quicker into trying something, or is that was something on your mind? Maybe just Scooty beat you to it.
No, I mean, like I didn't even. Whenever I got charcoal, like I didn't even know like what the levels were or anything. Like I didn't even watch the Stack Rabbit video, and I still haven't. Actually, no, I did like a day ago, but I was not educated on that stuff at all. Like I wasn't going for that at all. But right whenever Scooty got it, and then it was like, wait, it's kind of a big deal. So I was like, might as well try.
Yeah, and it didn't take you really that much longer after he got it, you know. So it shows that your will and your perseverance definitely hold very highly to your skill level, which is great to see. So let's get back to talk about CTL. And so you get into playoffs, you're seeded number 4, and you go against Eyeball, who had earlier defeated Dog in the season to really kind of put Dog in a position that he had to like have a sweep over Scooty to make playoffs, which didn't happen. So I don't know if you had watched that game with Eyeball versus Dog, and you know Eyeball very well too. What was your thoughts going into that matchup?
I mean, Eyeball's like a good player, but he just makes Challenger Circuit all the time. He like kind of like rarely makes Masters. I don't know why. Like his qualifiers are like kind of mid, so I didn't really know what to expect since I don't really see him play at all. But yeah, I mean, I played decent. He took a game off of me because I actually kind of forgot what happened. I think he just stopped it on kill screen, but yeah, he was a good opponent. He was a good opponent for round 0.
So do you put a lot of weight on yourself when you lose a game or a match? Do you say like mostly it was on you, or do you kind of just tip your cap to the opponent to say, you know, they were outclassing you that day, or you know, what kind of goes through your thought process? Are you harder on yourself when you lose a game or a match versus, you know, just chalking it up to maybe a hardware failure or any other excuses that some people may have these days?
Okay, the most common excuse is just I haven't practiced, right? I always use that excuse for some reason, that I just don't practice. But because my controller's been fine, but honestly, if I just practice, okay, usually I do blame it on myself, unless it's like a crazy like me versus Fractal CVC and he gets like 1.7 or something. Like, okay, what am I supposed to do? But most times I just I try to find the flaws in my own gameplay and then work on that.
I think that's a good thought process right there. So you defeat Eyeball 3-1 in the quarterfinal on Friday. Obviously, we had to move it a day later because of your outstanding achievement. I'm sure it would have been very difficult to have played that match right after game crashing. So we moved that match over, and then here you are 2 days later, Sunday. You're facing the Blue Scooty. Obviously, everybody knows what he's done, his great achievement, and he's just on like a rocket ship right now, blasting towards mega stardom. You beat him 3-1, and it looked like he was having trouble on that 29 today. Were you just trying to play safe on 29, maybe starting in and then getting aggressive if needed, or were you just like, what, I got this all the way, let me just play my 29 the way I play?
Well, I won't lie, my rolling is also kind of shaky against Scooty as well. I'm not gonna lie, like all this news coverage on Scooty low-key makes him seem more intimidating. So it was a little bit hard to get into the groove, but once I did, I just made sure to outlive him, and I just kind of hoped that he died on kill screen, and I got kind of lucky that he did. But I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I was just trying to play as conservative as possible and just outlive him.
And that's what you did. Yeah, you played conservative on some 29 there. We saw you with some interesting builds in certain cases, but it seemed like you knew the right time to get out of trouble, taking the proper doubles and triples, and that ended up leading into the win for you there, getting over the Scooty train, and then your nemesis, your homie, your buddy, whatever you want to call him, Myles the Great, waiting for you in the final. Were you a little surprised that it was going to be him in the final? Were you expecting maybe SV to put up a strong fight, or were you glad to see Myles go one-on-one here, get the rematch again?
I mean, I think going into it, I thought it was like a 50-50, but after seeing how Myles was playing, I kind of expected Myles to win. And I mean, that's what we wanted, right? We wanted the 1v1 in the final, me versus Myles. And also, like, another interesting thing is, like, this is like my first finals in any tournament since like August. So it was kind of huge for me and Myles to both be there. And this is Myles' first time in TTL finals as well. So I think this is a pretty good match. If it was a decider, maybe it would have been like kind of more crazy, but I think the games themselves are pretty good. They're pretty close.
Yeah, they were very good, and I know this was much better than the last meeting you guys had in the final CTL Division 1C matchup that you guys had. I was a little scuffed there. Yeah, that was kind of scuffed, but I think you guys made up for it. Early top out by Myles in game one, but that game two, you're watching along, and you have the top out, and he's chasing it down. Are you thinking in the back of your mind, he's got this in the bag? And then when you see that he's short 3,000 points, the instant reaction we saw from you was just like, whoa. Like, how do you, as a player, do you feel that moment for your opponent?
And yeah, I kind of just know I got so freaking lucky. Like he definitely should have won that. I mean, I don't know if he got nervous or if it's like I don't even know what happened. He got psyched out by the commentators and people saying, but he probably just got nervous. But still, that's nah. I was completely expecting him to win. And because, like, whenever you already have in your mind that you're down a game, or, like, you just made it 1-1, and then your opponent just doesn't chase down, it's kind of shocking, honestly.
There you go. And Myles telling you in the chat, he didn't get nervous or comms at all, just topped out. There was a delay, of course. So, it's talking about that delay. Let's move into really a question that I'll be asking the Division 1ers during the break here is, this is the first season we're doing NESTRISCHAMPS, and I know it's been some growing pains with that. It's a whole new program to get used to, and the calibration process is not the easiest compared to what we were using with Max Out Club. I mean, what are your overall thoughts of using NESTRISCHAMPS, and what would you like to see? Maybe some changes if needed for that.
My advice would be, I think that the functionality of NESTRISCHAMPS is on par with Max Out Club, and it could be even better in some ways. I think, honestly, just make it easier, like, looks-wise. Like, maybe have, like, step-by-step instructions, or, like, hide some of the extraneous details that players don't really care about. You seem to make it more, like, easy to work with. But I think once you get it running, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I would agree. So, those are things that we're bringing back to Yobi, because I like to continue using NESTRISCHAMPS, and obviously would like to trying to make it easier for you guys to do the calibration, to save a lot more time than what it is, and maybe getting you really more updated real-time scores. That's something we're working on, maybe trying to have that work out, so that way, like Myles mentioning the slight delay that you're getting, maybe he, when we fix that problem,
I think that's probably, for most players, that's the biggest point, is just to because there's no like room where you can see the other player. So if you get that, and then it'll be like really good.
Yeah. No, technically there is a room. It's just there's a problem with trying to share that often. So that's something we'll be working with Yobi to see if that's something we can fix, or have another. There's an alternate solution we're working on. So hopefully we'll have that ready for February. And speaking about February, that'll be the next CTL season. CTL season 24 will be on that horizon. As far as you go, it's a grind, but you've been one that's always been playing every season just about. Are you looking to return and defend the championship in season 24?
I mean, I assume so. Like, unless like I go back to college and my classes are just way too hard, then yeah, I'll probably be back.
When do you go back to school? You guys starting up next week or the week after?
Yeah, next week.
There you go. Oh. All right. Well, that'll give you enough time to make that decision. We don't close the signups for those that are in the CTL Discord. I'm sure they'll throw that up in the chat. If you want to join, if you're on that max out level and you want to play the best in the world, like our 3-time champion here, you can just head on over to the Discord, join up, and go to the new player section, find out how to be a part of CTL for future seasons. Next season starts up on February the 4th, and signups will close on the 28th of January. So yeah, thanks to all those supporters, over $1,000 in the prize pool. Andy, you'll get over 500 of that. So hopefully that'll go to a CTWC fund. I'm sure people will be asking you as we get closer if you'll be looking at attending the World Championships. Your thoughts real quick on the move to California for CTWC.
That's kind of tough. Okay, so I think it's okay. I'm not sure what the criticism on that is. I haven't really read the Discords about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too long.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's fine. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, I'm just saying, as far as like the overall thought of like the tradition that it's been in Portland for all those years, and now we're moving to a new venue, a new location. Like your memories in Portland, were they fond ones? Obviously, you had a good runs the last couple of years there, but we're looking at bigger and better things now. Going to California is a nice.
Okay,
nice venue
one thing that I do like about California is the date. Is that it's early? It's like early summer, right? And I'll already be out of school by then. Because my main problem with Portland last time was that I had no time to like actually do anything other than play Tetris. I just had to go to CWC, stay at the convention until like 9, and then just crash until the next day, and then leave. But because it's an early summer, now I can like stay a little extra days. It's like an extended vacation. It's fire.
That is true. Yeah, Disneyland is not too far from there, so. You ever been to Disneyland?
No.
Well, then maybe talk to Grubzilla and Dog and see if you guys can work that out.
Yeah, I will.
All right, there you go. So there it is. That 3-time champion. He's made history. Now joins 3 other players in the World of Classic Tetris League. Following the steps of Richard, who was the first to do it, Nenu, and of course Dog, the awesome elite. I mean, you guys are Hall of Famers in Classic Tetris League. So when we start that up, clearly you guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. And we'll see if you return for season 24, a chance at becoming the first ever to break the 3-peat and go straight to 4.
You said CTL Hall of Fame?
Yeah, CTL Hall of Fame, bro.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Yeah. All right, Andy. Last, give a shout out to whoever you like, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right, shout out to like Dog Playing Tetris and Myles and Sodium and the people who are good, and Tristop and Blue Scooty and Fractal161 and Alex T and Peekayric and Kingsman and CTL and everybody who has like above a max out. Also, shout out to me, Pixelandy. Like, you can go follow me at P1XNeolandy, and also join my Discord if you're a real one. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, shout out to all those great shout out, of course, to the contributors of Classic Tetris League.
Oh yeah, wait, okay, how can I forget that? All right, Scott Gray, K9, Summer B, bro, I'm actually gonna have to look at the Maturino as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes two of us. So there you go. There's our three-time champion, Andy. Congratulations again, and we'll get the prize money out to you real soon. Okay, buddy? Oh, I think he went to go really look at the Maturino.
I did.
He's gonna go check it. He wants to make sure he gets everybody, man. See, that's a good champion there, Peek. Right? Go ahead.
Everybody on the list. You got Scott Gray, K9 Summer B. You got Ronald. You got Sly Fox, Stacking, and Varchild. W.
There you go.
There you go.
Good shout outs there. Andy, congratulations, man. Wonderful job tonight, and go ahead and celebrate your big win, and tell Dog that you're the best in the world now.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Have a good night.
Too.
Well, there you go, Peek. What a great champion there. 3-time CTL champion. Now he can hold that over Gerald's head because they have a great, outstanding rivalry between the two. And Gerald, 2-time CTL champion, now is one behind Andy. So knowing Gerald, he's a very competitive guy. Maybe he'll rejoin for the next season and say, you know what, I got to catch Andy. Nice to have him back. And it's nice to have you here, Peek. You've done a great job as always, man. You're the best handling CTL. You've done all the hard work, getting that YouTube up. And it was so good to see all those viewers here on YouTube. Many of them, sticking out and watching the final after the semifinal with Scooty. So goes to show you that you've done a tremendous job. And it's our first live stream on YouTube. So I think that went very well.
Yeah. I was surprised by how well it went. I was expecting a lot more let's say technical issues, one might say, but it went pretty smoothly. You're gonna have to find a new super streamer to host the next playoffs because I'm gonna be too busy destroying everybody in Division 1 next season.
Oh, look at that. There you go. So Peek will be too busy playing in the playoffs to host the playoffs, so we'll have to get a backup streamer. No problem, Peek. Good luck to you, of course. It's good to hear that you're going to sign up. I'd love to see some Peek Somalian Division 1 action. I'm sure that'll be YouTube worthy.
Self-commentary.
Go ahead. There you go. Self-commentary. World record. You could do it. All right, Peek. Give it a shout-outs. Plug everything that we need to plug, and then let's wrap it up, sir.
Okay. Well, Andy already gave all the shoutouts that I was going to give to Matrino. Thanks to everybody, including K9, Scott Gray, Summer B, Zempro. You got the mods too. You got in the super streamers like Richard Wolf, Pumpy Heart, Dan V for something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. And you, of course, you Kingsman for running this whole thing to begin with. And everybody who's been tuning in to follow and hang out with us and help us keep this boat floating, basically. So, thank you guys so much. It does mean a lot.
That is about it. Yeah. So again, thanks so much to all those people that Peek had mentioned. Without your support and help, we would not be able to do the league and still get the premier players here playing in the elite division of Division 1 and those aspiring to make the elite division. So, and another 1,000 bits coming in from K9 Washington. Thank you so much, K9, again. That helps Peek out. Peek, you made some good money today, man. I'll give you that. And also, if you're watching on YouTube still, we still got people watching there. Don't forget super chats. Do them.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to leave in about less than 60 seconds. We're about to raid Dog playing Tetris. I'm assuming he is going for Game Crash, of course. Yes, he's looking to be number 4 on the list. Good luck to our 2-time world champion and 3-time CTL champion, Peek. It's been an honor. You're the best, man. Sign us out.
It's been an honor. It's been fun. See you guys later. Bye.